Okay, so can anyone tell me what is our two-step method for approaching word problems on the GED test? What's our two-step method?
Understand the question.
That's right, we got to identify the question. And what's our second step? State the path. Okay? And really, this is probably true for any question, right? You want to make sure you understand it. Okay, so our first step is we want to identify the question. Now, that can seem very simple. That can seem like, well, of course, that's the words that precede the question mark. Yeah, that's true. But you want to make sure that you have a real tight understanding about what they're asking. And then on the GED Math test, you can actually write notes down. So you want to be scratching this stuff out as you move. And then step two, you want to say, well, with the information that I've been given, how do I get to this answer? Okay? So number one, Jeff makes a $325 down payment on a $3,275 dining room set. He finances the remainder of the purchase with a 5-year, 13.7% loan. What is the total amount Jeff pays for the purchase? So what's the question?
How much he ends up paying for the total amount?
Total amount. Okay? So we're looking for the total amount that he pays. Okay, that's everything. What's included in the total? Is that everything, right? Are we going to leave any piece out? Okay. So again, but see, this is the kind of stuff you want to be thinking about in your head, because does the total include his down payment?
Yep.
Yeah, because that's what he paid. Does the total include the amount of interest he's going to pay to finance it?
Yeah.
Yep. Does the total include the principal amount that he financed?
Yes.
Okay. So those are the kind of things we want to be thinking about critically as we go through, and that's what's meant by identifying the question. So let's state our path. So we have some pieces of information here. The first piece of information here is his down payment, which is $325. Then we have the cost of the dining room set, which is $3,275. Then we know that his note was 5 years. His loan was 5 years and 13.7%. So, Erica, what's the first thing you would do here?
Rewrite the whole problem. Subtract the 325 from 3,000.
Beautiful. The first thing we need to do is take the total cost, $3,275, and subtract the down payment. Okay? So we're going to get $2,950. Okay? Now on the GED test, you're going to get the formulas to use, so I'm just going to help us by writing the formula to determine interest. The formula for interest is the principal times the rate times the time. Okay? Fidel, how about, what's the next step?
Well, what we got, the 2,950 is, I'm assuming, is our I think we're gonna divide that by the 3,000. Yeah, I think that's what I would have done.
What would you do?
Divide the
The 2,950?
2,950 with the 3,275.
And divided by 3,275?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we get
Now, let's hold on. So, if we did that, what this would do is tell us this is the part and this is the base. You know, more thinking about percents, right? But let's go back to the question. We want to know the total amount. So we were looking for a dollar amount, aren't we? So we're not looking for a percent. So let's not go this way. Times what?
You times 13.7, but
Okay.
you have to move it over the decimal over 2
Good.
spaces.
Good.
Times, I don't have a paper, but times whatever the year, how many years it is.
Good. So what Haley is talking about is we need to use the formula, correct? So P stands for principal. Which number is the principal?
3,175.
Which number is the principal?
2,000.
2,950, because the principal is what he's going to finance. And he's paid, this is his down payment, right? So that's not the principal anymore. He's already paid that part of it off. So actually he's only financing the 2,950, correct? Now then, as Haley said, we're going to do the rate. But this is a percent, so we have to convert it to a decimal. And we convert percents to decimals by moving 2 spaces to the left. So now we're going to multiply that by 0.137 times time, which is the years, which they've already told us, 5. So then what we have is 2,950 times 0.137 times the 5 years. So the total amount of interest he's going to pay is $2,020.75. That's a bad rate, isn't it, for some furniture? So if somebody ever offers you these terms, don't take it.
It's dining room furniture. He's not going to be eating.
Right, yeah, he's going to have the table with no food on it. So that looks like answer E, right?
But you're not done.
Good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is what's going to happen to you on the GED test if you do not identify the question, right? We found this is the interest, remember? That's the formula for interest. We said at the onset that our question was, what's the total amount that he paid? So this just tells us the interest he paid, correct? So now, we know the principal, we know the interest, and we know what else? What's the other number we know? Huh? Say it. The down payment, right? So does that make up his total amount?
No.
Huh? We got the principal that he financed, right? We got the down payment, and we got the interest. Is there any other pieces we're missing? No. That's all there is. This is what he paid down. This is the amount he financed. And this is the cost of the interest, the cost of the financing. So now we add up these 3 pieces.
Why do you add up 325?
Because we're looking for the total amount he paid. And he did pay that $325. Even though it was the down payment, he paid it. Okay? Then 9 plus 3 is 12. So we have $5,295.75, or
D.
answer D. Okay?